And a good Wednesday morning to you. Today is a Fox 54 Weather Impact Alert Day. I'm Fox 54 Weather Impact Chief Meteorologist Jordan Dressman. We had some showers and thunderstorms through the overnight, through the earliest part of the morning. As a matter of fact, some of us could still be dealing with a little bit of rain as we head out the door for work, get the kids on the school bus. Take that into account. Maybe allow yourself a couple of extra minutes this morning. But then we're going to be talking about another round of showers and thunderstorms that's going to move in during this kind of a 3 p.m. to 12 a.m. sort of a time frame. We'll take that and kind of refine it down by different sections across the Tennessee Valley here in just a couple of seconds. We're looking at strong and severe thunderstorms that are going to move through the area. All modes of severe weather look like they could be possible as we head into the afternoon, early into the evening. We'll break down those threats here in just a second as well. Of course, you should continue to pay attention to the forecast. Check out my Facebook page, Chief Meteorologist Jordan Dressman, Meteorologist Emily Owen. She's just Emily Owen on Facebook. You can check out her Facebook page as well. We'll have updates this morning. And then, of course, as we head into the afternoon, make sure all of your devices are fully charged. Make sure you have multiple ways to receive your severe weather alerts. And, of course, make sure you have refined your severe weather plan. Really have not had to use it a whole lot this spring, so you might actually have to wipe the dust off of your severe weather plan. Let's take that timing and kind of break it down. Now, this is for the onset of severe weather in specific locations. 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. across northwest Alabama, Lauderdale, Colbert, Franklin, and Lawrence counties, kind of leaning towards 2 to 4 p.m. sort of a time frame. We're going to lean kind of towards the earlier end of all of these ranges. 3 p.m. to 9 p.m., but kind of leaning towards 3 to 5 across the I-65 corridor. This includes Giles and Lincoln counties, up across southern Middle Tennessee, and then, of course, Limestone, Madison, Morgan, and Coleman counties. And then across northeast Alabama, 5 p.m. to 11 p.m., but again, leaning a little bit earlier, 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. more than likely, Jackson, DeKalb, and Marshall counties. Let's talk about our primary concern. Definitely going to be the threat for some gusty, damaging winds. Wind gusts in excess of 60 or 70 miles per hour. Now, wind gusts of that magnitude can definitely do a little bit of damage, some structural damage. Trees can be knocked over, and of course, power poles can also be knocked over, leading to power outages in different portions of the Tennessee Valley. We're also going to be talking about some heavy rain, leading to a little bit of localized flash flooding, and I do think that's going to be a concern this time around. We could get some sizable hail within some of the stronger thunderstorms. The tornado threat today is going to be lower, but it is not going to be zero. A couple of isolated tornadoes certainly can't be ruled out. Across much of the Tennessee Valley, really north of the Tennessee River kind of a dividing line here. North of the Tennessee River, 1.5 to 2 inches of precipitation expected by the time we get to the lunch hour on Thursday. Now, south of the Tennessee River, these rainfall totals going to be much higher, 2.5 to 3.5 locally. I do think there is a chance we could get 3.5 or 4 inches of rain, and that's where we're going to be talking about the threat for some localized flash flooding. Now, as we head into the later part of the morning, we're going to get a bit of a break across the Tennessee Valley. Maybe a couple of passing showers. If that's the case, that would actually be a good thing. It would keep our environment from destabilizing. The longer we can hold on to the rain, the better. The longer the break, the more unstable we could get. Here comes that main line of showers and thunderstorms, kind of between 2 and 4 o'clock in the afternoon, really beginning to develop. Now it's within this main line of showers and thunderstorms that we're going to be talking about the threat for some gusty, damaging winds. Earlier in the afternoon, we're going to be talking about the isolated tornado threat. Now, at the same time, it is also important to note that the overall threat for severe weather is going to be greater south of Coleman County. Think Birmingham and then points to the south. Normally, when there's a greater threat of severe weather south of Coleman County, that ends up playing to our favor across North Alabama because the storms south end up taking a lot of the fuel, even up here to the north, and this just ends up turning into a heavy rainmaker. Not saying that's a guarantee, but it is a definite chance as we head into the evening. 5:30, 6 o'clock in the evening, again, still talking about the potential for some incredibly heavy rain, torrential rain. The Wednesday evening commute is going to be a mess. Some gusty winds, thunder and lightning, a couple of isolated tornadoes still going to be possible. Now, once we get to the middle and later part of the evening, things are going to begin to simmer down and that the overall threat for severe weather is going to drop. But we are, however, going to continue to talk about the threat for some heavy rain. That rain is going to continue as we head into the earliest hours of your Thursday morning, coming to an end by the time we get to the Thursday morning commute. And then many of us are dry by the time we get to the lunch hour on Thursday. Temperatures this morning, not bad with a little bit of rain in the forecast, but again, it is going to be warm. We do climb into the mid-70s this afternoon. These numbers could climb a little bit higher if we get a little bit of sunshine. If we get some sunshine, and I think that's going to be incredibly hard to come by, then our environment would be that much more unstable, which would then increase the threat for severe weather across the Tennessee Valley. Temperatures this evening, you'll probably be inside, but we'll be sitting in the upper 60s and lower 70s, dropping into the mid 50s as we head into the overnight. Tomorrow afternoon, Thursday, climbing into the upper 60s, lower 70s, much cooler, well below where we should be this time of year. These numbers are quite cool for early May. 75 today, 70 tomorrow, 72 on Friday. Back to the upper 70s, lower 80s as we head into Saturday and Sunday, 73, 75, Monday and Tuesday of next week.